iPhone 7 short-range Wi-Fi antenna replacement guide. Please note that the screen does not have to be removed for this procedure, but we highly suggest doing so to avoid the screen cables getting torn. The tools we're going to need are a proprietary pentalobe screwdriver, a Phillips head 00 or a 000 screwdriver, a Y-tip double or 000 screwdriver, a suction cup for pulling the screen apart, as well as a plastic pick for prying the screen apart, a metallic prying tool for removing the adhesive that waterproofs the phone around the contour of the screen, and a plastic spudger for pulling the connections apart. Make sure to turn off the iPhone before we begin. Now place the suction cup right above the home button. The screen will need to be slid down first and then flipped open like a book. We'll close it like a book and slide it back in when we're done. Locate the two pentalobe screws near the charging port that are holding the LCD to the phone chassis, and go ahead and remove the two screws. Now insert your index finger into the suction cup and pinch the sides of your phone with your middle finger and your thumb. Then gently tug on your index finger. This will create a small crack. Now a little to the left of the home button, go ahead and slide in the plastic pick and start prying it apart. You might have some adhesive, waterproof adhesive, that makes it difficult to separate. Go ahead and use the metallic prying tool to separate the adhesive. In combination with the plastic tool, go ahead and start prying the LCD away from the phone. Once you get it going, go ahead and slide it down first and then open it up just like a book. And that's it. We're in. Now let's disconnect the LCD and the front facing camera. For the LCD and the digitizer, we're going to need the Y double or 000 screwdriver. The shield is secured with 4 Y-tip screws. Go ahead and remove those screws. With those 4 screws removed, we can go ahead and lift up the shield, and this will expose the 2 ribbon cable connections. Now with the plastic prying tool, go ahead and get underneath the ribbon cable and pop it out. Here we pop out both cables at the same time. Go ahead and fold the screen over like you see here. Now we're going to move the 2 Phillips head screws that are securing the shield that protects the ribbon cable that connects the camera to the phone. Go ahead and remove those 2 Phillips head screws and remove the shield. This will expose the camera ribbon cable connection, and just pry it out with your plastic tool. There we go. The screen is now loose. Remove the taptic engine connection cover that's secured with 2 Phillips head screws. Remove the screws first. You can now lift up the cover. This will expose the taptic engine ribbon cable. With the plastic prying tool, go ahead, get underneath and push it out of its socket. Now it's disconnected. Let's go ahead and remove the 3 Phillips head screws that are securing the taptic engine in place. We can now gently lift up the taptic engine. Here's what it looks like up close. To remove the speaker, we'll need to disconnect the two Wi-Fi antenna cables first. Go ahead with a plastic prying tool, pry underneath them and pop them out of their sockets. Be gentle, you don't want to damage these cables. Now go ahead and remove the 4 Phillips head screws you see here. The last screw might be covered with some black tape. Go ahead and remove the tape. With the 4 screws out of the way, go ahead and untuck the antenna cables and lift up the speaker. The antenna cables are hooked up to the side of the speaker. What you want to do is gently just pry them from the top and they'll pop right out. That's it. Now let's go ahead and disconnect the short range Wi-Fi antenna cable that's latched onto the speaker with adhesive. Go ahead and just peel it back, trace out the cable and pop it out of the little socket on the side of the speaker. Here's what that looks like when it's out. Reassembling. Use the residual adhesive to resecure the short range Wi-Fi antenna cable onto the speaker. Now go ahead and tuck its cable along the side of the speaker. Use a plastic prying tool to tuck it into its slot. Now go ahead and place the speaker into its socket. The secondary cellular Wi-Fi antenna cable needs to be tucked in to the side of the speaker as well, along the side of the short range Wi-Fi antenna. Go ahead and use the plastic prying tool to tuck that in and drop the speaker into its socket. Now secure the speaker with 4 Phillips head screws, starting with the screw near the charging port on the bottom left. Secure that first. Now secure the remaining 3 Phillips head screws. Now go ahead and reconnect the Wi-Fi antennas. Tug them in behind the little bracket and just click them into their sockets. Make sure that you get a nice, good, solid connection. Take your time and push them in. Place the taptic engine into its socket in the following orientation. Go ahead and secure it with the 3 Phillips head screws, 1 on the right and 2 on the left side. When the screws are secure, go ahead and reconnect the ribbon cable. Make sure it's firmly clicked in. Now go ahead and place the ribbon cable cover over it. Make sure it's nice and tight in its socket, and reconnect the 2 Phillips head screws to resecure it. Align the screen with the phone in a book-like orientation. Start off with reconnecting the camera and speaker ribbon cable first. Go ahead and align it in the following orientation. It's gonna loop awkwardly, but that's how it goes right there. Go ahead and click that into its socket. Now fold the screen over and place it on the side. Now place the ribbon cable shield over the ribbon cable and secure it with the 2 Phillips head screws. The screws are identical size, so it shouldn't be a problem. Now go ahead and fold the screen back over to a book-like orientation and tuck in the 2 ribbon cables for the digitizer and the LCD. Make sure that they click in firmly, and then you have a nice solid connection. Now go ahead and place the LCD shield cover over it and secure it with the 4 Y screws. Okay, we're now ready to clamp up the phone. Go ahead and fold it and begin by tucking in the top latches in first. Once those are locked in, we can go ahead and go gently around the contour of the phone, pushing it in and finishing up the clamp. If you feel any resistance, make sure to reseat the screen. Now go around the contour, make sure that it's a nice and solid lock and there are no gaps in between. Now go ahead and place the 2 pentalobe screws into their sockets and just place them in first, align them, and then secure them with the pentalobe screwdriver. With the pentalobe screws secure, go ahead and power on and test the phone. This concludes this tutorial. Thank you for watching. Hit like and subscribe and check out more awesome videos at appledollars.com.